Good evening. Well, tonight, Sportsview looks to the future, to the Olympic Games in Rome in 1960. In the last Olympic Games, Great Britain achieved an outstanding success in the show jumping events. But what of the future? Peter Vernon went out last week to the Brodie stables at Letchworth to interview that fine British horsewoman, Mrs. Emily Biscuit.
Mrs. Biscuit? Mrs. Biscuit!
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, now, Mrs. Biscuit, I know you must be frightfully busy, but I wonder if you could spare a few minutes to tell the viewers a little about yourself.
Well, I'm afraid I've got a filthy habit.
Really? And what's that?
This one I'm wearing now. I just use it for knocking around in here, you know.
Don't worry about that. Now, tell me to begin with, Mrs. Biscuit, how long have you been show jumping?
I have been show jumping since I was 17 years of age. Mm-hmm. That'd be about 8 years ago. Yes, quite 8 years. Yes, it would. Yes.
And how many hours riding and jumping do you put in per day?
I would say about 10 hours a day.
Really? All those hours bouncing about on a horse? Doesn't it give you a headache?
No, quite the reverse. See, it's inclined to give the horse a headache. You see.
Now, this horse you're taking with you this year to the Olympic Games.
My pal.
My pal? Is that him in there?
He's in there, my pal. Hello, my pal.
That's his name, my pal. Do you ever get tempted to call him my pal Bob?
Oh, heavens, no. I couldn't very well call him my pal Bob, could I? I mean, he doesn't look a bit like Bob, but just a little, doesn't he? He may grow off of it, of course, hope so.
Now, Mrs. Biscuit, during these 8 years that you've been riding and show jumping, you must have won an awful lot of trophies.
Oh, I've won a lot of awful trophies. I have really. I have 12 statuettes, 24 medals, and a shield inscribed for the fastest mare in Surrey. I'm very proud of that.
Really?
Yes.
Have you ever won a loving cup?
Well, I've never been in for that sort of competition.
Well, now, Mrs. Biscuit, have you any advice you'd like to give to girls who go in for show jumping? I mean, what would you say is the most important thing?
Well, I would say without a doubt the most important thing to have is a horse. I mean, otherwise there's very high fences.
I really meant apart from that.
Oh, well, I would say I usually find when I'm show jumping, the first thing the judges look at is my seat. Because when I ride just as if I were part of the horse. I do really. Wouldn't do to say which part, though, would it?
Well, I'm quite sure there must be a lot of horse lovers viewing tonight.
Yes.
So I wonder if we could coax my pal out for a minute or so.
Well, I am terribly sorry, really, because you see he's not terribly well. I'm just about to give him his horse pill, as a matter of fact.
Really? I see. That's most interesting.
This one here.
Oh, now tell me, how exactly is the pill administered?
Well, with the aid of this tube. You see, you place one end in the horse's mouth and the other end, and you put the pill in there, you see, and you blow. I'll let you. Come on, my pal, come along. Open it up. There's a good horse. There we are. Ready, steady. I'm afraid he blew first.
Oh, dear. Oh, most unfortunate.
Doesn't matter. Of course, it doesn't have any, my taking that has no effect at all on my health.
I'm pleased to hear that.
But I'd love to stay here talking to you, but I'm afraid I've got an awful lot of things to do, you know. Cleaning out all the stables and that, and the work just keeps piling up, you know, if you don't really... You understand? I'd love to.
I quite understand, Mrs. Biscuit, and thank you very much. We'll say goodbye.
Well, just before you go, I will try and get my pal just to say bye-bye.
Would you?
Yeah, I shall have to coax him, though.
Yeah.
I shall have to give him something to eat. He's very fond of his oats, you know. Come along, then. Come along, my pal. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.